guys, and in this video I'm going to show you the logic behind making a design in javdroid app. In this app it is the design spiral. As you can see, that was the Fibonacci spiral, and you can customize it or use presets to change the background and the spiral color. As you can see, the green and the black spiral. As you can see, the spiral length and the background color and the spiral fill, they are all customizable. Okay, so now let's see how it works and what's the logic behind it. So the logic behind the spiral is, as you can see, the first one, no, so as you can see, this first one has only one block, and then the second line has 2, 3, third one has 3, fourth line has 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So to generate a spiral line, you have to just do what there are two things, vertical and horizontal. So in vertical it's first 1, 2, then 3 for horizontal, 4, 5, 6, and so on. So we have to generate an array to store all these values. The center, we'll have to find out the center, and then once we find out the center, we place a block there, and then for the second line we put the second block, and then the third line in horizontal we put 3 blocks, in the vertical then 4, and so on. So I added a for loop to check if the number divided by 2, if the remainder is 0 or num mod 2 is equals to 0, then it will do vertical and then pass the value num minus 1, as vertical is all even. Otherwise it will go to horizontal, as horizontal are all odd numbers, and then at the end it will display. So for all the values there are two methods, vertical and horizontal. In the display it just displays all the values, including a space after the full size is over. It will add a space. And now as you can see, the vertical, in the vertical method we inputted the amount, how much we want vertical in the previous if statement. If it's even, like that, we inputted the amount of vertical amount, how much we want the line to go up, and if up is true, means if it is going up, then make it false, and then go for places where the block should be placed, minus equals subtracted by vertical minus 1, which after some calculation it is vertical minus 1, so that's how much you need to minus it to go up one block. And then if it is not Fibonacci, then you can just place the block or whatever the sign you have inputted into the respective place, else it is just going to perform a operation to get the Fibonacci series and then place that integer into the place value instead of the sign. And in horizontal is the same, just minus 1 and plus 1. And these are the variables. The first 3 are for Fibonacci, and then there are signs like background sign to change the sign, vertical sign, horizontal sign for vertical sign and horizontal sign. By default I'm putting the vertical and horizontal as white, and the background is by default black. And then the vertical is the length of the vertical length of the spiral, and the horizontal is the horizontal length of the spiral or width of the spiral. And then place where it is going to be placed, and I've calculated the center, and some booleans up, right, up if it's going up or down, right, right or left, and Fibonacci is Fibonacci series if you want to input Fibonacci series or not. And this is the array which contains all the spiral. That was the basic logic of creating a spiral. And now this is if you want a preset values or custom values. Preset, I've just decided some of the presets, like the number of lines, and some presets are 11 lines, 15 lines, 19 lines, whichever look good. I've just put them in preset. And the spiral fill, whichever look good, they are all in preset. So background fill, spiral fill. And for custom you can input the values on your own, the vertical sign, the horizontal sign, the number of lines that you want, the background fill, so it becomes custom. Let's see some of the spirals that can be made using this.